It's
video
the
we have coming
Daily
up.
Delight.
Mhm.
If you know this cop and you know the OPP detachment that he's at, call his sergeant and
And tell him
he's
the kid
great.
needs a raise. The kid needs a raise. Just watch him. I partially have a little crush on this kid. Okay, watch.
And he's just wait, because
Yeah.
he's not partisan. He's just saying, you are not going to abuse the police service line because you don't like this lady that's here that you didn't even say to leave. Like, that's the crazy part. They called the cops. I'll tell you this. Let's just go back a little bit because it's a
Okay.
lot. The
Okay.
story is Tamara gets wind along with Joe Warmington, sweet Joe Warmington at the
Okay.
Toronto
Love,
Sun. Love Joe.
love, love.
That there's a Tim Hortons. I forget which town it's in. But anyways, there's a Tim Hortons where they are look, people are already protesting. This is of national significance. It's at Picton, and that they are trying to arrange immigration marriages with minors to keep the temporary foreign workers here. And
Like,
so
do
it's
you wanna marry my family member? Young girl? Young
he's
Canadian?
17.
That's what's happening,
That's
really.
and Tamara went there. And so a lot of people are commenting on this, but they don't know what trespass law is. Tim Hortons is presumed to be a public place, as in it's open to the public
Right,
until they tell you to leave. That's how you can kick out loiterers, vagrants, whatever, right?
right.
Unruly customers, they can tell you to leave and you have to go. But up until that time, it's open to the public. You're a member of the public. It's like a reception desk.
Right.
If that's where they receive the public until the public is acting a fool or for whatever reason. I don't think you should be forced to do business with anybody you don't want to. That's
Mm.
slavery. Um, I will not bake the cake. Thank you so much. But so Tamara goes in there asking questions. Instead of asking her to leave, they called their boss. The boss calls the cops, and the cops show up.
It's
And
just this.
this young man is
Not a
he's
yeah.
serving and protecting, and he does not want to be used to abuse the civil rights of other people just because he's wearing a uniform. And I firmly believe this is how the majority of cops are. I just don't know how you go through depot or training or whatever to put on that uniform to be a bad guy. Now, the bad guys get a lot of attention, and I feel like we're constantly interacting with the bad guys. But this guy's a great, great cop, and he deserves all the compliments he can handle. And I know, again, there are a lot of you cops out there. I know. You're not a bad guy, and I know you feel
Mhm.
exactly like this cop. So this cop for me is an avatar for all of you guys out there, because
Mhm.
I know you guys would react the exact same way, good cops of the world. Let's watch
The owner called, but he's not here. So he's claiming
this absolute
that gentleman
stallion.
who was trespassed came into the store.
Not the gentleman, the lady.
The lady.
The one who's holding the.
Yeah. And what's wrong with that?
So he said that no one, like, she's trespassing in the private property.
How is she trespassing?
Like, he was like standing in the lobby.
She's an independent journalist. She was never trespassed from this property, and she has all her 100% rights to be here. Just because your boss doesn't like the fact that an independent journalist is in here video recording, that's not up to him. She has the right to do that.
I can call him and you can call.
I'm not gonna, no, I'm not gonna talk to him. You tell him that she has all the right to be here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna entertain that. You tell that to Mohammed. I'm sorry if I'm being crass with you, but you relay that to Mohammed that I'm not even entertaining that portion of it, of this lady being here.
If any lady is
It doesn't matter. They have all the rights in the world to do it.
You tell Muhammad. You tell him
Tell
that
him.
I am not entertaining that. You call Muhammad and tell Muhammad that I am not entertaining that. And she can be here as an independent journalist.
Right.
Bravo, young man. Bravo.
Muhammad nobody told Tamara to leave. Tamara says, and she said she had no idea why the cops were called. She's like, I'm just standing there recording, and then all of a sudden the cops show up, and she's like, I didn't realize they were there for me. And I guess the cops didn't realize they were there for her either.
There she is. There she is with her little double and her phone just being like, what is even happening here? But no, truly, high praise for this OPP officer. We need more good guys like this in this world. This guy's going to get nominated for some award. We're not sure yet, but we definitely want to know you better, OPP officers, okay? And I can't help but notice, Sheila Gunn-Reid, that neither of those OPP officers look to be diversity hires.
No.
These are two boys
No,
named
sir.
like Sean and Brett.
Chad.
And they're just good kids that have absolutely no time for this, because while these guys were attending the Tim Hortons
Right.
for Tamara Ugolini staying in it,
Some crackhead stealing a car somewhere.
there's a bike being stolen or something terrible is happening. Like, more of these guys in the world, please. And thank you. As soon as possible.
Again, I believe this is the majority of the police of the world. The bad dudes love to get in front of a camera and show everybody what a bunch of control freaks they are. This guy is just absolutely excellent. And you know what? I think everybody in the Tim Hortons learned a lesson that day. And I think that's really important.
You're going to have to call Muhammad and tell him.
You know what? I almost want to call Muhammad and tell him, like, something quite forceful in how he said that.
Yeah. I think Muhammad learned a lesson yesterday. And so did the people at that Tim Hortons. And well done, Tamara Ugolini. You're such a treat. Just a peach.
She was like, I had no idea. The
Just the
cops are there
cutest.
for me.
By connecting job seekers to work simulation and training, Work First Alberta helps people change their story